Hello, chillins. Welcome to Storytime with Varden. My name is Varden Frias. I'm your host today, as always. And we're just going to have a really quick stream today. What is going on? Sorry. I see there's one person on Facebook and zero people on Instagram. But, the cool thing about my Instagram streams is that people like it after it's finished, which is amazing. And Gabriel Martinez, hello on Instagram. It's just going to be a very casual stream today. Basically, I just didn't feel like doing a full stream today. It's maybe 15 to 30 minutes. So, yeah, Christopher Monceau is in the Facebook stream. Awesome. Hopefully, not doing too much at work. I got the apple cider, the one that I got last week. So yeah, shorter stream today, y'all. Hello, Mary. How's it going? Thank you so much. Thank you both for coming in today. It is always appreciated. Also, Christopher, I tried out this morning. I tried out the what is it called? Candy corn syrup on some waffles, and it was actually pretty good. I liked it. It's very At first, I couldn't gauge what it tasted like to me, so I tried it the second time. I got seconds. And I was like, okay, this is actually pretty good. It actually does taste like candy corn. So if you want the candy corn, I got the Great Value brand because I'm poor. And also, I can't find it in any other brands for specifically for candy corn. I saw there's a bunch of pumpkin spice shit, but there's no candy corn stuff besides that. So I was just like, I'm gonna get this regular Harvest candy corn collection, and then I'm gonna get the other one, which is the candy corn syrup, which is actually pretty tasty. So it's very good, very good. Told you, is yeah. When it hits the butter, bam. That's what was the first time the butter was kind of not doing its thing, so I had to spread it around and stuff like that. After that, when it hits the butter, that's when it's really good. So. What brand is the cider? Oh, I can't think of it off the top of my head. It's actually pretty good though. I'll look at it after the stream and then I'll let you know. It's pretty good though. It's not a local brand or anything. I got it at Walmart. I get most of my stuff at Walmart, so you'll probably be able to find it. Yeah, Great Value is the only brand that makes it. Yeah. That's weird because I guess because a lot of candy corn is one of those things where you either love it or you hate it. I'm one of the people who really like it. I love candy corn, but I can only have it this time of year. It's one of those special things that there's certain things I only eat apple stuff during September, and it's a little bit. Usually I don't eat or like apple stuff during this time of year, but this late in the year. Right. Hello, Chris Brown. I'm assuming that's you. Always a Facebook user. You either hate it or you really hate it. I feel like it's definitely not nearly as popular as pumpkin spice. Pumpkin spice is everybody likes pumpkin spice during the season, and I like it to a degree. I prefer I don't like the because sometimes the whatever makes it spicy, the pumpkin spice, it just tastes bitter to me a lot of the times. So unless it's pumpkin spice made not organically, but made from scratch, that's when I like the actual pumpkin spice. But when it's in Starbucks or when it's anything like that, I tend not to like it because they make it bitter for some reason, and I'm just like, this doesn't taste like how the actual spice is supposed to taste. Way too spicy. So yeah, that's pretty much. I'm not really. Oh, I forgot to show you all my spooky shirt. It's my spooky shirt for today. I have like 4 Halloween shirts that I got like at the beginning of this year. I think it was like I got a bunch of Halloween t-shirts at the end. It was like a sale, and I got it like last year around Christmas time because there's like I think it was like 70% off or some shit like that. It was very inexpensive, so I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on that so I can have like year-round Halloween stuff to wear. So I decided to hop on that for this. So it's one of those shirts. I think I have 4, so I could theoretically wear one each week for each live stream. But yeah, today I just wanted to. There's a lot going on, and it's nothing necessarily bad, but I'm just like I didn't really feel like doing a long live stream today. I just wanted to check up on people and be like, hey, I still exist, but at the same time, not going too long. I'll probably go to like half an hour at the longest because, again, just wasn't feeling up for a whole stream today. But I did want to get back on and just be like, hey, I'm here. So also, my computer is giving me problems. I've had this Mac for, I want to say, 4 years, I think. It'll be 5 years next March, and it's showing signs that it needs some hardware fixing because the screen is glitching right now. I don't know if y'all can see it. I really hope not, but I don't think it's affecting the output. It's affecting the input. So the screen's been I've been troubleshooting this screen for the past 24 to 48 hours, and it doesn't really look like it's letting up. So I might have to take it to someplace. I don't really want to. um, I'll figure it out, obviously. But yeah, it's one of those things. I'm just like, this is the worst possible time that I could actually like get this kind of like these kind of tech issues. So shorter shows actually work better for me. Yeah, I might actually do that more in the future because the long one I kind of ramble on like I'm doing now, but like I might do shorter ones in the future actually because like it's not necessarily bad, but it's also like there's only so much that I can say in an hour. So it depends on how much news that I have to spread with y'all. So hello, new Walmart PC laptop. Oh, the thing. So when my mom visited Chris, I think I might have told you this, but she brought back a giant suitcase, my old suitcase from back in the day, that has a bunch of my old stuff in it. And I was looking through it, and actually, she brought back both of my laptops, my old laptops. So I might be taking those to save them just in case this one, like I can see okay on the screen. I can work past it and I can do all my Canva stuff on it. It's not ideal. I can still see stuff. Like I can still see like basically what I'm doing right now, but it's not, it's kind of grating on the eyes a little bit. It's like it's still functional. I can still use this laptop, but just in case it decides to pop out and like die at the last second, I do have backup. So yeah, I'm gonna have to call them tomorrow. I don't know if they're open today, but I'm gonna have to discuss it because I did all the thing. There's a whole list of things of troubleshooting that I was doing the other day. I was like, none of this is working. Like it worked. One of the things I did worked for like maybe 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh man, one more thing that I gotta do. So yeah, in preparation for the trip, I have to do a couple more things. Like I've gotten most of the crazy stuff out of the way, but like, no one likes last minute tech issues. So Chris, basically what's wrong with my screen is that it's glitching out. And I was looking into it and it said, oh, maybe your screen settings is like, because you have to reset it to like factory setting or something like that. So I might try that as a last resort. I think it's called the PSC or PCC or something. It's one of those acronyms that says like, oh, you gotta turn that off and then turn on again. You gotta press these like sequence of buttons when it's like all this like computer stuff. I might try the like high risk stuff. I'll save a bunch of things before I do it. But the screen itself is like it's been acting weird for like a year now. Not like the glitchiness, not like as bad as right now, but like there are parts of the screen that had a very faint brown splotch. And I was like, okay, that's not that big of a deal. I'll just kind of deal with it. Because you could barely see that. Like that wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, I am definitely backing up everything before I try that. Because I'm like, I have a bunch of stuff stored on my iCloud, but I'm super paranoid, so I'm probably going to back it up on Google Docs or something like that. Something that's very easy for me to log into. Save my password for the iCloud because I have I have a ton of stuff on the iCloud because I like Pages, and Pages like it's basically the same thing as Word now, where you can just it saves to your computer, but it also saves to like the clouds, whatever that stuff is. Yeah, I'll save it to that. And yeah, see what happens after that is done. And if that doesn't work, I'll have to go into a Mac shop and be like, hey, I need a professional help. So I don't like those kind of no one likes those kind of things, but you got to do what you got to do to fix, because I don't want to lose this laptop because it's a very good laptop. It's lasted me for almost 5 years, and I don't want to don't want to get rid of it. So some of the keys are fucked up. I think it's because I type very like aggressively when I type fast. So I think like the keys pop out. Some keys are like permanently popped out. Like I bought a whole new I bought new keys, and those keys evidently were not the problem. The problem with those keys was that like the mechanism that makes them stick doesn't have the hook, like the little hook thing that it's supposed to stick into. It doesn't have that anymore because I don't know. I just aggressively type too much, I guess. Yeah, I might just do a whole like the whole shebang fix up with this thing when I go in for that, because I'm just like I might as well, if I'm there already, and they can fix the keys and they can fix the splotch, the slightly invisible splotch, and if they can fix the glitch thing, that would be great. Whether or not I can do that before the trip because it might be costly, I'm kind of like debating on that as well. I don't want to like spend too much money before the trip. That's also why I'm kind of like putting it off, but we shall see. I want to try and fix it myself if I can. So. But enough on technical difficulties. I do need to be a shill. Just kidding. It is spooky season, and I have a ton of this little guy, and this is mostly for the people on Instagram. I want to show you all first my Choco Cat sticker that looks really good in the filter. I think it looks great in that filter. So yeah, there is a ton of Choco Cat stickers. So if you know anyone who likes vintage looking art, Halloween art, let them know, because yeah, I would love to sell these to people that want them. So man, you gotta drink more pretend whiskey for money and save up. I really hope I get more of those gigs. I can't. For those of you who don't know, I've been an extra on a TV show, and I've been getting pretty. I think I've worked like 4 shifts. One of them was a 12-hour shift, so I was just like, yes. It was a long shift, but I was basically paid for 2 days because like we were there so long, and it was awesome. It was great because all I have to do is just, for the most part, just sit around, and like people are very clear with what they want as far as like, well, there's some like not clear things, but I'm learning those things, like picking up on those things anyway. So it's just like it's fun to just kind of like get paid to play pretend. It's awesome. So I do want to move up in that kind of stuff because it's pretty decent pay for something that's not, to me, at least to me, not too very difficult. So I think there's some opportunities in the state and in other states where I could potentially do more of this. So Chaco, Sarita, Catherine. Oh, thank you. Yeah, so iconic. Yeah, Hollywood free is over here. Just in a span of a year, I'm just gonna shoot up into Hollywood and go back to my old stomping grounds in California. I wonder if it would be worth going back there with how like pricey everything is now. Because I bet anything, all of my California folks, friends and family, have saying, yeah, the rent here is like outrageous, and I'm just like, I'm not allowed to say what show on here. I can't publicly say it, but I can tell you in DMs. I just can't be too public about it because they don't let you talk about what you do on the show. No pictures, or like you have to keep it secret, which is funny because like this is the first time I actually want to talk about the work that I'm doing. Or at least the stuff that I'm getting paid for. So, but yeah, I can tell you in DMs what show it is. I can't give too many details out about like what I'm doing until after the show is out, I think, or at least the episodes that I've been working on. So, I wanted to be a broke indie author, but I settled for being a movie star. If this is what my new career is, then I'm not mad. I am a-okay with that if that is one of my sources, if that is the bulk source of my income. So I could be an author on the side still. So yeah, because I feel like y'all have seen me struggling for like the past several years trying to get this author stuff off the ground, and it's like for how much I've been working on that, it's just like the plane has not left the airport. It's just been stuck driving around in circles. I mean, I still do want to do my author stuff, but like if this becomes a thing, I have no problems doing that. So I know some artists that I follow. They kind of just do everything, like not everything, but they have a lot of artistic stuff that they do. Like there's a guy I follow, his name's Aurelio Voltaire, and he does a bunch of stuff. Like he's written books, he plays music, he's done collaborations with like big musicians to make like collab projects. He has a line at Bath and Body. Like he does so much stuff, and I'm just like that doesn't sound like a bad idea. That sounds really smart. So I might be doing stuff like that. So yeah, we'll get there. It's just it takes a long time because it's like especially with my stuff. I feel like my stuff is like what I actually like to write is very niche. So it's a smaller audience, and that kind of stuff. It takes time to build that audience, and I just got to be patient with that. So I'm not giving up with that. But in the meantime, to support myself financially, these gigs are perfect. So they work very well. What's the LOL for? Also, it's like today the temperature dropped to like 55, and I'm just like, it's cold again. I like it. My lewd anime girls are going to carry me to superstardom. If that's what it takes. Lewd anime girls. Yeah. I also have like a ton. See how much of this that I have. I bought this, like I bought like the stickers and stuff. I got stuff to actually make like stickers myself. They're not going to be the cool die cut ones, but they will be pretty decent. So got this for the people on Instagram, just reminding everybody that I have, excuse me, Choco Cat merch. So I had a lot of fun making this. The Choco Cat. They should sell easy. They should. I just need to, yeah, promote myself more. I've been making stuff on TikTok and Instagram. As of right now, just metrically speaking, Instagram, my story time with Varna Instagram, you guys, you people, is my most successful platform at the moment. Because I was looking at my TikTok numbers and the ratio from like views to likes is kind of low. And I was looking at like Instagram and I'm getting a lot of consistent likes on those little videos that I made. I think Mary saw earlier this morning. It's I don't know what to call those things, but I take a stock photo, I put it through Motion Leap, I make it move a little bit, like not an actual like motion like a video or anything. So I can't really call it a video, but it has like text on it and it has like a little like 10-word short story, something like that. It's like flash fiction on there. Oh, that's creepy. We got like a, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's a church bell. A creepy church bell. Anyway. But yeah, it's I've been getting a lot of likes on that, on those on Instagram. Like people are really, really liking it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna continue those. Those are doing very well. I'm happy making them. They're fun to make and they're spooky. So your TikTok is rebounding from the shadow band basement. Yeah, it's rebounding, and it's not like as bad as it was before. It's not where I want it to be again because I tried some trending sounds that I got from an email list that I like. I subscribe to an email list where they like send you like trending sounds. I've been trying that out. It's kind of helping. It's kind of not. So I'm like, I'm not really sure like if I should even do trending sounds anymore because like every time I try to do it, my numbers go down. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna go back to what I was doing before with the Halloween stuff. So just with no more FYP, no more for you page hashtags because that no longer works for me. So I don't know why. But I live in a city with 8 Catholic churches. The bells, the bells. Yeah, I didn't show you, Chris, but like I live right around the corner from a Catholic church, and it's like I think I haven't seen it in person, but I think it's like a very old, like mission style Catholic church, which is like I should go there and just film a video of whenever their bell, because I don't know if the bell is automatic or if it's a real bell, like if it's a real like iron bell that like an old lady or an old man pulls down the cord. You're actually staying on the same street as one. Oh, we should check it out. The is it an old fashioned Catholic church? Oh wait, or is it that cathedral? I know you have a cathedral in that place too. Woonsocket. I don't know why I forgot the name. See, the first church that I went to as a kid um, looked like an actual church, but they had to move for financial reasons to a really ghetto, like it was, the church was inside an old like dance studio right next to a liquor store, and I was just like, yo, like I know it's like slim pickings, but like you could have at least chosen a safer location. It was just like right in the middle of some of the worst parts of Lancaster, and just like there is every single day, every single Sunday, we had some like people coming in that like you don't want near your kids. And you're just like, why would you even do that? Why would you stop? It must have been for financial reasons because this old church was actually pretty cool. It was like a church from like the 1930s. So it was like, it's a cool looking church. And then after that, we went to like this ghetto thing inside like a strip mall, like by a liquor store, like right next door to a liquor store. It was terrible. Like this, oh my God, there's so many stories from that. Like we had this person come in we had these people come in every Sunday, and yeah, it's just, oh my god, fun times. Be unique. Don't use the same sounds everyone else is using. Yeah, I should try that, because the trending sounds don't even help like with certain things, because I was trying to make it my own, and I was like, that's not even working for me. The coffee one that I did, there's a trending sound for coffee, or like, what's your favorite drink? And I use that sound for coffee, and it kind of works. So the cathedral's downtown. The church close to you isn't that old. Oh, okay. Vagrants, yeah. The kind of folk that take from the collection plate. Oh my god. Yeah, yeah. I bet anything that they probably got their hands in the collection plates. Oh my god. Those I remember one time, okay, my family's church used to have pie auctions, which are actually pretty fun, because you get to basically like scream out numbers to pay for a pie that was homemade. And some of these people at the church, they knew how to bake pies. I'll give them that. They knew how to bake really good pies, especially this lady. She would bake the best pies, and everyone would just like, they would pay like $30 for these things. And then this one guy, he came in, and he's a little shabby looking, and he just comes in, shuffles. No one's like, we're kind of paying attention. We're all just kind of looking at him, giving the side eye. We're not really sure what his deal is. He sits down. He's quiet. He sits like this, very comfortably, and like kind of in the back, just like sort of like kind of taking in what's happening. And then all of a sudden, we're bidding on this pie, and it's like a really, really good pie. Everybody wants this thing. And this guy's like, we're bidding, like we're getting up to like $10 for this thing. And this guy says like 20, like super deep voice. Everyone's quiet. They look at him. He has a $20 bill in his hand, rising up, waving for everybody to see. He's just like, I want that pie for $20. So he gets the pie. But it was so funny because he's just randomly comes in off the street to get paid $20 for a pie. I was just like, this is crazy. So yeah, I don't think he was. I had no idea where he came from, and we never saw him again ever. He just came in there to get a pie. He gets the pie, and then he leaves. We never see him again. Oh god, that's funny. Good Lord is gonna give me some of that jangle jangle. He bare hand eats it in the parking lot. Yeah, I don't, because like he had a $20 bill, so like, and like $20 for like that sounds like petty cash that he has his liner. I don't know how he got the $20 bill. That was crazy. Oh man, he really wanted that pie though. Yeah, funny stories. I want to have a spooky story, because that church was kind of spooky. So, all right, man. Thank you so much for coming in today and yeah, commenting. I always love that. I'll see you later. All right, bye bye. That was not for everybody else. That was just for Chris. American Chris. All right. So what do we got here? We got more spooky things in my spooky box of things that I need to sell. So I do have Shopify still, and I need to justify my very expensive payments on there. So this is my mortgage sticker. It's one of my. It's an oldie but a goodie. The filter is making it look really good. But the Facebook people can see it's also very good, but it's like different colors, and I liked it. Yeah, he was a very Sam Elliott type person. Yes, very Sam Elliott. He had the deep voice. He looked like a what passes for a country person down in Lancaster, California, which is like Lancaster is like a suburb of LA. So it's like a smaller town, even though it's like 3 hours away. California suburbs are weird. But yeah, that was an interesting story. Yeah, here's my holographic stickers. As you can see, I still have many holographic stickers, so gonna have to make more stuff for that. So more content creation. So all right, how are we doing on time? It is 12:30. Oh, Teresa's here. Awesome. Hello. We're just talking about a guy who ordered a random pie at a pie auction at my old church a long time ago. I think I was like, I want to say 10 or 11 when that happened. So, God, that was 20 years ago. But yeah, just a shorter stream today. I am drinking apple cider. I forget what the brand is, but it's very good. So, the only time of year that I drink apple cider. So. I don't like apple cider during Christmas time. I know some people like it. Because it's hot when they drink it in the winter. I drink most of my drinks cold. Unless it's like below freezing outside, I tend to not drink hot drinks. I've had like iced coffee during like it was snowing one time, and I had an iced coffee, and I was just like, "This is pretty good." So it makes me extra cold. But yeah, it's really good, very tasty. So I want to like tell my yak story because like I've been thinking about it because I talked about the church and stuff. But I don't know if I want to tell my yak story today. It's an interesting story, but it's like kind of long. I don't know. Do you guys want to hear my yak story, my creepy yak story? It's not. I don't think it's very long. I can't. It's been a long time since I've actually like told it. Nothing bad happens. It's just really weird. Cause like I was let's see. I must have been between 10 and 12 years old because I know I moved away from this house, from this town that I used to live in. And it's like out in the middle of the desert, in the middle of nowhere. It's like a very small town. Yak. Y-A-K. Yak. What actually happened? I'm trying to remember. Because my family, they were coming home from some sort of social event. I don't know if it was because it was late at night. It was dark, and it was like around Halloween time. And we were driving home, and then like so where I used to live, just to let you know how dark it was, we had like street lights, but only on like we didn't have street lights on the residential streets. They were on the highways, which connected the like it was like it's like a road, but it like has it's very sparsely lit. It's very dark. So my family were driving, and then there's like a traffic jam, which in that like in a town that small, that's unheard of. There's like literally never traffic, and we were just like my dad was just like, "Oh, what's going on?" And after a while, he said, "There's something big on the side of the road," and we're all just kind of like driving on along the road, and then I look to the side and I see a huge thing lying on the side of the road, and someone in my car says, "Is that a yak?" And I'm just like, it just blows my mind. It's really creepy because in the news apparently this thing was like killed. This huge yaks are fucking huge, and this thing evidently was killed and just left there, and it didn't look like it was killed by a human. Like it was a really weird situation. and there's like, no, it didn't get hit. And we don't have yaks over there. Like yaks are not like a thing where I used to live. We had other animals. We had horses, we had llamas, just animals like that. But like a yak is like, I've never seen a yak out there. There's never been any things like that. And it wasn't a buffalo because there is a reservation for buffaloes where I used to live, but it was too far out. Like that's like a couple hours from where I used to live. It's like no one knows how the yak got there. No one knows what killed it. It was just kind of on the side of the road with some cops near it. It was just really creepy because it was like at the like late at night, and there was like there's a dead yak on the side of the road. So that's my creepy yak story. Nothing really happened after that because we were just kind of wondering what happened, like how, like specifically how it died. Because again, it's just like it wasn't like a human, like I don't know. It's just really weird from what I remember because people like, oh, it wasn't like shot or anything. It was just like I don't remember specifically what the injury was, but it wasn't a car. It wasn't like a gun or anything. But yeah, it was just spooky. It's always spooked me out, and it's kind of why I'm scared of yaks now. Even though the yak literally did not do anything to hurt me, I'm just like, oh, yaks are scary now. So yeah, there's my yak story. All right. All right. So I was just going to have a short stream today. So I think that'll be my last thing that I'm going to talk about today because I need to fix this computer. I'm glad that it didn't affect the streaming experience though. That would be terrifying if a Wendigo killed it because those things are they're so scary. They're cool, but they're terrifying. But yeah, I think I'm gonna call it good. Because yeah, I just wanted to do a short stream today anyway. I have a lot to do before I go out to Boston next Tuesday on the 25th. How many days is that? That is 9 days. 9 days from today that I will be going to Boston. And in 8 days, I'll be sending Grim to the shelter. So cool. Well, I enjoyed the short time I was in. Yeah, thanks for popping in. Thank you so much. All right, y'all. All right, I'm gonna for Instagram, folks. I'm gonna turn it off because it's been pretty dead on Instagram. So, but yeah, y'all. Gotta change the cover. Bear with me. Perfect. All right. All right. That's done. I can take that off now. Well, thank you. Thank you for coming. Have a safe trip to Boston. I will. I'm both excited and nervous about it. I haven't flown in a long time, but it should be fine. Yeah. Have an awesome vacation. Thank you. I will next week I'll try and do a stream to like a pre-vacation stream and catch you all up. So it should be fine though. All right, y'all. You have a great Sunday. Me trying to figure out stuff. It's fine. All right. Have a great Sunday. Have a great weekend, and I will see you hopefully next week. All right. Bye bye.